So this scene exists in the movie as is, but it ends at a certain point.
We're asking that anyone with any flight experience come forward. Military training is preferable, but anyone who can fly a plane would be useful.
We wanted to show how they were so desperate for pilots that they'd ask anybody.
I'm pilot.
That's where we ended in the final version of the movie. But here's how it originally ended.
Sorry, sir.
Wait a minute, you don't understand. I gotta be a part of this. It's important to me. These guys, they ruined my life.
Why don't you just go sleep that off, sir?
But I can fly. You want people that can fly? I can fly. The one thing I can do.
The original idea was to show how he was... The one talent he had he couldn't use in an important moment, and then he would later show up in his biplane and save the day. But what we lost by that is we never were able to actually see him sobering up. We weren't able to see him in training. And so all those scenes were actually shot later in the last minute. So this was the original moment when he showed up in the biplane. Now, of course, we never finished the sequence, so the effects aren't totally finished and the sound is temp, but you'll get the idea of the way this movie was going to end before we made the change.
Doesn't anyone have any missiles left?
Sorry I'm late, Mr. President!
What the hell are you doing?
It's okay, sir! I'm packing!
So when we tested it, that got a really terrific laugh. But as you'll see as the sequence goes on, two things we lose in this version that we had in the other.
Here to help out!
One, while the comedy is great, we lose a bit of believability when you see this plane flying alongside of F-18s.
My children! I love them very much!
But the other thing is that he's shown up here on a suicide mission. The missile is tied to the side of his plane, and he knows from the beginning that he's going to kill himself. What was nice in the final version when we made the change was you actually got to see him make the decision to sacrifice himself for his kids, and it made the sequence much more emotional.
All right, boys, this is it. Let's plow the road.
You can see this is kind of fun, and this added great humor, but it also took away some of the drama.
Look out! Down and through! All right, you alien assholes! In the words of my generation, up yours! Come on! Come on! Go!
Good luck, buddy.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
We actually came up with that line on second unit while we were shooting that. So later when we reshot the scene, we actually tried to recapture the fun of that improvisation.